If you're on a budget and you're looking for a great monitor to be able to edit videos and edit pictures, then this is a monitor that you're probably going to want to look at. This is the Asus ProArt PA278QV. It's a QLED monitor, 2560 by 1440. So not quite 4K, but it gets the job done, and we're going to talk about that on today's video. This video is not paid or sponsored by Asus. I bought this monitor with my own money, but I got asked on my last videos to make a video about it. So that's what I'm doing because you know me, I give the people what they want. If you don't know who I am, I'm Cameron. I'm a wedding and portrait photographer based in North Carolina. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. First thing I want to talk about is the build of the monitor. This is a 27-inch IPS panel. This monitor gives you 75 Hertz. It's not a gaming monitor, so for me, editing pictures and videos, I don't need any more than 75, but it's a great monitor for the minimal setup that fits in my workspace. The stand on this monitor is super adjustable. You're able to tilt, raise, lower, and pan on this monitor. So whether you're color grading or scrolling through wedding galleries, you can move this monitor in the way that you want and get the look that you want. This is also VESA mount compatible, so if you want to take this monitor off the stand and put it on a mount so it's not on the desk, you can do that as well. My only qualm with that is that you need to buy a durable arm for that, because I tried to mount it on the arm and the monitor was a little bit too heavy for the one I got. I just got a cheap one from Amazon. So if you're going to mount it via VESA, make sure you get a durable arm. Now, like I said earlier, this is a 27-inch 1440 IPS panel, which in my opinion is really good for photo editing and video editing. It's not quite 4K, so if you're shooting in 4K, you're going to get a little bit less resolution, but it's still going to look really good. Whether you're editing or even if you want to put on a movie and watch a movie on this monitor, everything's going to look really good. This is Calman verified or Calman calibrated, so right in the factory it's calibrated, so as soon as you get it shipped to you, you can open the box, set it up, and start using it and trust that the colors are going to work. This is 100% sRGB Rec 709 and it has a Delta -2 factory calibration, so colors are going to be super accurate, as I mentioned already. The one downside about this being 27 inches and not being 4K is that if you're editing in, well, I use Final Cut Pro, but if you're editing in Final Cut Pro, if you're using the mini player, everything's gonna look really good, but once you blow that up to full screen within the software, it's going to look like it's out of focus, which is my only downside. But once you export it and look at the final video, everything's gonna look crispy clean. So even though this is not a 4K monitor, it still looks really good, a lot better than what I was watching on my laptop. Some of the other features that are really cool about this monitor is that in the menu setting, you're able to change different color profiles. You have standard, you have sRGB, you have DCI, P3, and you have a bunch of others to choose from. You also have the ability to put blue light on this monitor as well. So if you are working long hours and you don't want to strain the eyes, you can change that as well. I do not recommend putting the blue light filter on while you're editing pictures and videos, because everything's going to look like a slight yellow and everything's going to look a lot warmer than it should. So when you export it, it's going to look completely different from on your phone than what it does on a monitor. So make sure when you're editing, the blue light filter is off so you get the most color accurate picture. For connectivity, you got pretty much everything you need. You have obviously the power cable, you have an on and off button, and then you have the DVI, you have the display port, you have the mini display port, you have USBs, and you also have some built-in speakers in this monitor as well. Now the built-in speakers are not great. I'm gonna put that to you right now, but if you're just doing some basic editing for photos and videos, then the built-in speakers aren't going to matter for you. But I do recommend getting some external speakers if you're really heavy on the audio side. Like if you're heavily a video editor, then I do recommend getting some actual dedicated desk speakers. This monitor does also have USBs that you're able to charge from. So if you see here, I'm plugging in my phone to the USBs on the side. So if you have some little things that you want to charge while you're using this monitor, you can do that with this as well, which I think is pretty cool. One of the things that this monitor is not able to do is daisy chaining. Now, if you're not familiar with daisy chaining, it's basically a linear progression through monitors that you're able to connect multiple screens from the monitor itself. So you don't have to plug both display ports and HDMIs for both monitors into the computer itself. You're able to go from the computer to the monitor and then from that monitor to another monitor, and it gives you the look as if you're connecting both monitors to a computer. I'll put a graphic up here to make it make more sense. If you're looking for a monitor that's 4K and does that daisy chaining feature, then there are a lot of options in the Asus ProArt line that does that. and you're just gonna have to look at which ones do it. If you just look up Asus ProArt daisy chain, it'll bring up a bunch that have that feature. So when it comes to real world use, I've been using this monitor to edit my YouTube videos. I've been using this monitor to edit my wedding galleries, and it's been really color accurate. From when I edit on my monitor to when I airdrop the images to my phone, or when I watch my videos back on different screens, everything looks the same across everything, which is really nice. This monitor does also have a matte finish on it, which provides an anti-glare feature on it, which I think is really nice as well. The screen does offer a brightness of 350 nits, so if you do have to increase the brightness because you're in a brighter situation or anything like that, this monitor gives you the option to do so. Now, when we talk about price of this monitor, this thing is super cheap. You know, $270 brand new. You can get it used for around $200. I got this used for $190. And I think that this is one of the best budget monitors under $300 that you can get, because of the fact that it does have the factory calibration, the Delta E-2, the 100% sRGB and Rec 709. This gives you everything you want in a pro monitor, besides the fact that it's not 4K, besides the fact that you can't daisy chain with it, and besides the fact that it's not an OLED panel. Everything else, I feel like if you are on a budget, or if you just want something bigger than your laptop, or you just want something that you just want to put up here and just magnify whatever you need to do, this is one of the monitors to do so. Now, of course, this monitor isn't perfect. It doesn't have a USB-C input, which is a little strange, but you get what you pay for, right? And the built-in speakers kind of suck. But it's one of those monitors where if you just need something for a little bit bigger for editing, to see, to pixel peep, to do this and do that, now I think this is a great monitor for that. So I think if you are a wedding photographer or any type of photographer, whether you're branding or product or whatever, or if you are a videographer and you do weddings or corporate shoots, or you just are a content creator and you just do YouTube videos, I think this is a perfect monitor to go with because of the fact it's so color accurate. Aside from the small qualms of this, that I have no complaints about this monitor, and I don't think you would either. And again, like I said, this video is not paid or sponsored. This is something that I purchased with my own money, so these thoughts obviously are my own, but this is something that I think can work for you if you're looking to get into that space. So with that being said, that is it for today's video. Again, my name's Cameron. I'm a wedding photographer based in North Carolina, and like and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate each and every single one of you for subscribing, because we have got to 1,000 subscribers. So thank you so much for that. And until next time, all right, peace.